Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl JaKelXO and thank you for tuning in to this next video that I have for you. Definitely want to give my thoughts and opinions on Raw that happened this past Monday and let you know what I think. Definitely this episode was so questionable. Of course I enjoyed it. Was it the strongest before the PLE? In certain areas, not all of it completely. But I can definitely say, as we opened up the show with John Cena, of course, definitely enjoy seeing him a lot. He's definitely one of my all-time favorite wrestlers. He was the first champion I seen growing up as a kid and made me fall in love with WWE ever since the early 2000s. But let's talk about the promo. Of course, he gives his thanks to a lot of people because, you know, that he's on his farewell tour and he wants to give all his appreciation to his fans of his long, decorated career. But unfortunately, that's all nice. But again, as I stated before, where is the interaction for him and Brock Lesnar to interact and give dialogue before their match at WrestlePalooza? I really don't understand why that could not be an arrangement. If John Cena was not able to show up on SmackDown, why not have Brock Lesnar come to Raw and have him come out? It could have been like a creative way. We see on the Tron, well, it actually wasn't a Tron because the Tron was absolutely small, but Brock Lesnar could have came out unexpected. He could have came out and said, hey, I've been looking all over for you now that we could talk face to face, and they could have gave their promo or whatever they wanted to write for them to speak on, because we need something for this match at WrestlePalooza. Yes, you guys have history, but this is a new time. We need some type of explanation on why this match is even happening. But let's carry on. Next thing we'd love to talk about is the match with Lyra and Roxanne. I am so surprised that she beat Roxanne clean. I mean, I'm not saying that Lyra isn't capable of doing that. It's just the way that how Raquel Rodriguez had gotten a little help. But Raquel doesn't even need help. Nor Roxanne. But it's just the fact that I was like, oh wow, she beat her clean. But that was a good match nonetheless. They actually have great chemistry. And I've loved their previous matches in NXT together. But after the match was over, Lyra gets attacked. Of course, the numbers game is getting the best of her, and Bayley makes her return. I was definitely happy to see her back because I was just definitely wondering when she was going to be on TV. But she takes out Roxanne. She takes out Raquel Rodriguez, and I definitely noticed the gimmick when she was in the hugger. Bayley has returned when she did the whole swinging her arms in a circle before she grabbed Roxanne to do the Bayley to belly. I was like, okay, I'm loving this. But then she sees Lyra and she stands there and she's like, I don't know, should I attack you or not? And I'm just like, okay, I like the unpredictability feeling of this. But then she hugs out to Joe and Corey and Alicia, and it was absolutely hilarious. But I definitely did notice a little detail when they were backstage, Lyra and Bayley. Bayley gets triggered when Lyra is around. I've noticed that the pattern with their feud kind of going back and forth with each other, they have been on and off where Lyra's trying to get her opportunity with the IC belt, but then Bayley blames Lyra for not having an opportunity and costing her to get in the way. And so her seeing her again is like, you know what, I don't know if I should like you or should I attack you. But yeah, I've definitely noticed Lyra triggers Bayley a lot, and that split personality gimmick, I believe it's gonna work for Bayley because it is this great area of her booking where we're not really sure where she's gonna do. But I'm definitely curious to how this is gonna go. It definitely gives a little bit more variety of Bayley to see if we're gonna get hugger one day or we're gonna get the split personality again. So I'm definitely looking forward to how that's gonna keep moving forward. Next, moving on, Asuka and Stephanie had their interaction because she was backstage with Adam Pearce and EO. They signed their contract. I don't understand why that could not been in the ring to have that done where Asuka can come out and interrupt that way. I think that would have been a lot more creative and a lot better to see, because since the contract signing got canceled from last week, they could have moved it onto this episode. But I definitely can see down the line that maybe Asuka could cost EO, you know, this match, and Stephanie might win because Asuka's really not listening to EO, none whatsoever, saying stay out of it, because Asuka is definitely appearing every single corner that EO turns. But That moved on to have Stephanie and Kyrie to have their match. That was a phenomenal match. I loved it. And of course, Stephanie got the dub. Definitely wasn't surprised at that, but I love their chemistry and I loved it. In the end, Asuka did not attack Stephanie because Io came for the save. But I definitely can see maybe down the line, we're definitely going to get a Stephanie and Asuka somewhere or another, and I would definitely enjoy that a lot. And speak of other title opportunities, we definitely had seen where Rusev introduced himself to Dominic Mysterio backstage, and you let him know I'm gonna be the next IC champ. I don't know how true that's gonna be, of course, because we got all the El Grande Americanos helping Dom out. And unfortunately, Finn Balor's having a little upset about that still, and I don't blame him because it's like, hey, we're on your team and we can help you out, so why are they filling in the spaces of what we're doing? And speaking of El Grande Americano, we have another additional person, and I believe that's Tyler Bate. But once again, I have been very vocal about this. I do not like this El Grande Americano gimmick. I definitely wish it can be done. But we have to keep moving forward because unfortunately, I'll give them this. They have a story with El Grande Americano and it actually is working. And a lot of people are enjoying it, but me personally, I really can care less. But AJ Styles came out to help out, but unfortunately, Dragon Lee lost. It's okay. Next match that was up was Penta versus Kofi Kingston. He just faced Xavier Woods, so now he's facing Kofi Kingston this time. That was a great match. Love the springboard Mexican Destroyer. That was absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, he got attacked backstage, and not gonna lie, Penta kind of sold that. That was absolutely hilarious. But he needs a raise for that sale that he did. But I hope this does not cost him to be out of action, because I know this is not like a real injury, but they can play it off of him being off screen, and I really don't believe that's a good idea. But hey, we got to see what goes on from here, because honestly, Rusev going after the IC title, that easily could be Penta in that position, but maybe they're waiting to a certain point for Penta to get it. But I hope they do something soon, because Penta is absolutely enjoyable. He is definitely have a lot of people behind him, and he is just someone to always look forward to every time he's on screen. Next segment that I definitely want to discuss is the AJ Lee, CM Punk, and Becky and Seth. That was an interesting promo. The crowd kind of made it hard to really engage in dialogue of what they were saying because they kept chanting so much, but it was alright. Still was able to decipher what was going on, and I really think this promo was kind of interesting. Honestly, this match going on to WrestlePalooza, this is the only match I feel that has the best build-up out of the entire card. If you really think about it, Brock and John Cena don't have any build-up. Io and Stephanie have no build-up. It's been discombobulated. Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre barely had a story given as well. Besides Becky, Seth, CM Punk, and AJ Lee, the only other match card that has a story build-up is the Brawns versus the Usos. Those two are the only ones that actually have stories going into this PLE. So hopefully the matches really show out to really hold this PLE to a higher standard, because considering this was the first PLE on ESPN that's so-called supposed to be the biggest thing, hopefully they play out with shenanigans and drama to be included to make another pivot, because it's kind of a gray area in this moment right now, and that's the reason why this entire episode, like, I enjoyed it, but there was a lot of confusion on seeing where this is headed, and some things are interesting more than others. Like, for myself, I really enjoy Jimmy and Jay kind of going together, because their segment and how they collided, Jay Uso is really turning into Roman Reigns a lot more the more we see him interact. And I'm not sure they're going to be at the same page once they go against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed on this upcoming Saturday. But hopefully, they'll work together as much as possible. But other than that, that is all I really can conclude on my Raw episode. I just was so confused the entire time. But like I said, I enjoyed the episode. I loved it. But I was just like, where is this going? What's going on? But we just have to wait and see. Maybe that's a good thing with the unpredictability feeling that we having with WWE right now, because it's such in a gray area, so it's like we really don't know what to expect. But I am all done, you guys, giving my review, my thoughts and opinions on this episode. So definitely comment down below in the comment box to let me know what you think, so I can interact and see what you have thought about it yourself. But you can follow me on my socials. They'll be in the description box below. I am on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitch. I am mainly more active on my Instagram, so you can follow me there to stay updated on any time that I upload, because I'm frequently active on that app. But I hope you enjoyed the rest of your day. Thank you for tuning in to this conversation and sitting down with me to discuss this product. But you have a wonderful day, and God bless you, and peace.